What is up, you filthy, filthy motherfuckers? So what's good, Tricks? So today I am going to quickly show you guys how you can now jailbreak your PS3 without an e-flasher. It is major kudos to these gentlemen right fucking here. I'm not going to try to pronounce all their fucking names. But here's the deal. You must update your PS3 to 4.82. Repeat, you must update your motherfucking PS motherfucking 3 to 4.82. Once you have done that, okay, we are going to, I'm going to give you a download folder, and in it, you're going to have this shit. Okay? We're going to get to that. The second thing you're going to do is you are going to stick your thumb drive in the PS3. I'm sorry, not in the PS3, in the motherfucking, what do you call it? I got the wrong motherfucking thumb drive. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, you're going to get this file from me, and you don't need to know anything else. I've already done everything for you. So, what you're going to do, let me copy this. This hex file is going to be over here. Okay, you are going to right click, you are going to copy, and you are going to put it over there. Right onto the root of your thumb drive. You're going to copy. Now, all I have on here is the fucking firmware, and ironically, it's 4.81. So, you'll notice if you open that, there's an update. Then there's the PS3 update.pub. This is firmware 4.81.2 by Rebug. We'll get back to that. So go ahead and eject your fucking thumb drive. And what we're going to do is go over to the motherfucking PS3. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take your thumb drive with that flash hex file on there. And we're going to stick it in the right-hand socket of the PS3. It is going, you gotta make sure it's in the right-hand one, the one closest to the Blu-ray drive. And then, of course, make sure you check and make sure it's showing up, and it is. So you can see, this is a regular PS3 right here. It's got the tamper-proof seal on it. And if we go to System Settings, go all the way down, you'll see I'm on 4.82. And as far as I know, there's no fucking, Rebug hasn't dropped 4.82 yet. So, once we're there, this is kind of the same thing as we did with the IPDS. You want to make sure you have a good connection. Make sure you got, I've got both these things fucking hardwired. So, you want to go over to the internet browser. It's just like we did with the IPDS. You're going to open it. Now, I've already got mine on a blank page. Yours is going to open up. Now, the JavaScript, it's got limited memory, so what you're going to do is hit triangle, go to tools, go down, go to home page, and you are going to set this to blank page. Once you do that, you're going to hit OK. As soon as you get back, go up to tools, and we did this before. Delete the cookies. Triangle, go up to tools, delete the search history. Triangle, go up to tools, go down and delete the cache. And then, of course, we want to exit the browser. Now, we'll get over to that in a second. Let's get back over to the PC. Now, I've already put all the files you need to have where they need to go. So, all you're going to do, if you open MiniWeb folder, you'll see in the HT docs, I've got everything in here. You don't have to know none of that bullshit. You're simply going to right-click. You're going to scroll down to Properties. You are going to go to compatibility, and of course, let me back this up just a little bit. Make sure you check run as administrator, click apply, and then hit OK. Once that's done, you're going to go up here, start MiniWeb. Again, let me move this bitch up. This is the IP you need to memorize. We're going to write that down in our browser. Okay? Now keep in mind, and I just want to put this out there, you still cannot do Super Slims or any of the 3000 models. This is still only for jailbreakable models only. So all your FATBOYS, NOR, NAND, and any of the CECH 2000 models. Whether it's 2001, 2101, 2501, 2504, you know, there's so many different ones, but it starts with a 2. If it's a 3 or a top loader, this will brick your fucking console, okay? So what we're gonna do, we've got the mini web up and running. Let's go back over to the PS3. Okay, so once we're here, thumb drive is in the right-hand socket. We're gonna open the internet browser. As soon as that bitch opens, hit your start button. Let's move this bitch over here so you can see it. And we are gonna type in that IP address, which was 10, boom, 0, boom, 0, boom, 66. And then of course we want our semicolon and port 8000. You're gonna hit your start button on your PS3 controller. And it is going to bring up this. Let me see if I can zoom that in for you just a little bit. Now, obviously, FATBOY CECH model A01 through G01 is a NAND chip. And then it went to the NOR chip, H through Q. And then, of course, the 2000 models are all NOR. So I am going to click that. And, of course, it is going to tell us, motherfucker, we're there. I'm going to hit OK, and then it's going to back you to this page. Now, of course, do not use a 3 or 4000 model, you'll brick. Do not power off when started. It may result in a brick. Make sure the thumb drive's in the far right. And then what we're going to do, we are going to go all the way down here, and we are going to hit our X button, right NOR to flash memory. And sometimes it'll say failed like that. Give it a second to reload. There we go, success. So this can take a couple minutes, but what we want it to do is we want it to power off with the beeps. So you hear the beep, 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 and this motherfucker's gonna shut off. Once it's done, you're motherfucking jailbroken. You can go right to installing Rebug 4.81 firmware. So let's let this motherfucker do its thing and we'll pick it up. Excellent. This bitch just did a power beep and it powered off on us. Now, just like installing other firmware, we're going to go ahead and put this bitch in safe mode. So I've got the motherfucking, I'm going to power this bitch on, and we want it to beep and shut off. Then I'm going to power it back on. It's going to double beep and turn its shit back on. Give it a second. And we're going to power it back on, holding the power button. I'm not getting into the motherfucking firmware and all this shit, people. There's a ton of videos I have on this shit. That was a double beep. And we're going to go to System Update. 4.82 or later. Now remember, I've got 4.81 on here. So I'm going to hit the Start and Select button. And let's just let this bitch rock and roll. It is checking. I'm going to give it a quick pause until it starts running. Now, you know what? Look, I know it's taking a little bit longer, but I want you guys to see it actually starts installing this shit. Come on, you bitch motherfucker. I should install that shit. The fuck I'm talking about. And now we are rocking some motherfucking 4.81.2 Rebug, baby. It's got to be Rex, obviously. Let's let this shit finish up. Okay, it just did the thing. I'm going to have to accept the user license agreement. Come on, you bitch motherfucker. 4.81. And we're going to let this finish. And of course, now a motherfucker is installing. So we're going to let this rock, and then I'm going to cover a few more things in detail. Alright, that bitch just finished installing. It should be popping up here in a second. And of course, I want you guys to see, I've got the laptop wired. I've got the PS3 fucking wired right there. And we're coming right back on the motherfucking TV. Yes, bitch. Yes, you filthy motherfucker. Boom, motherfucker. So this system is jailbroken. You will see there's my package manager. And there's the Rebug toolbox. So what I'm going to do real quick, and I want you guys to see this. A motherfucker's right here. We're going to shut this bitch off. And I'm staying right on motherfucking camera here. I'm unhooking all this shit. And I want you to see that this motherfucker still has the tamper-proof sticker on her. It's even still got filth in it. I have not pulled this apart at all. This motherfucker is jailbroken. Which brings me to my next point. Let's get over to the computer. Okay, peeps, fuck the computer. So here's the deal. We're not going to change the way we do things here. This is an exploit. As I've said before, even doing this, we still got to tear apart and clean these motherfuckers. These systems, once you downgrade them, they run hotter. So those chips need to be repasted. So if you want to try it at home and you got it, cool. You brick the motherfucker, that's on you. But it only works on jailbreakable consoles. And I'm going to tell you right now, again, I'm not changing the way I do shit. I'm going to gut this motherfucker. I'm going to clean it. I'm going to repaste the chips, set everything up. Because once you get that done, keep this in mind. Once you get that firmware there, you got to get everything installed. You got to convert it to fucking DeX. Then you got to install the fucking game. So there's a lot of shit that goes into it. Is it insurmountable? No. I've got a ton of videos on my page on how to do all that bullshit. But we're going to keep doing it the way we've been doing it. Honestly, with the amount of time all this shit takes, it's probably 10 minutes quicker than if I just use a fucking E-flasher. I'll be honest with you. Setting this shit up. By the time I tear it apart and paste the chips and clean that motherfucker out, which you need to do that anyways. So we're going to keep rocking and rolling on that bullshit. Also, I mean, how long these are HTMLs. So I've explained that before. This shit's going off in a la la land, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not saying anything's dirty on this shit. I have no reason to think that. But I don't like the fact that my dump and my shit and my IPDS is out there in fucking la la land for somebody to snatch. So I would feel more secure on the systems I sell, making sure I jailbreak them. Nobody's got that bullshit, and I send the consoles out. So I don't know how long this is going to last till Sony patches it. These guys definitely kicked ass. That's a motherfucker. I like that. I would be more excited if we could get them top loaders in them 3000 models, and that's probably coming. But this is a quick exploit. However long it lasts, it lasts. But you know what I know, motherfucker. So having said that, you punk motherfuckers, I'm out.